Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, excuse me. Let's start again, take two. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. From St. John, New Brunswick at Harbor Station, the 2017 Canadian National Ball Hockey Championships. Keith Rain bringing you this quarterfinal men's masters matchup, the Battle of Ontario. The Barrie Flyers taking on the Halton Leafs. And the Flyers are going, and they're in the white uniforms, going from left to right on your screen. And the Leafs, obviously in the traditional Maple Leaf colors and uniforms, going from right to left. So I imagine these teams are not strangers to each other. So it should be an entertaining contest. And it will have a little bit more, I would say, intensity. They played yesterday, and the Leafs won yesterday, but now this is playoff time because everybody, after round robin in the Masters pools, we're going to make playoffs anyhow. It just depends. If you came first in your division, you got to bye to the semis, and second or third, you had to play in this morning. So this team that wins today, this morning's match, will have to play again later on this afternoon in the semifinals. So that is that was the big golden apple, as you would say, to finishing first. So they get a little bit more of a rest, can sleep in, have a nice brunch, and get ready for the semifinal where these teams have to earn their way to the championship semis. So we have our first penalty, and that goes against the Flyers. Number 36, Alex Giuseppe.
Barrie Flyers penalty number 36. Alex Gazzetti, 2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 1 minute 33 seconds. Barrie 36, Gazzetti for holding at 1:33.
In earlier action, we had Oshawa Bruins knocking off New Brunswick Masters 2-1 with a goal, 16 seconds left to go in the game. That was a very entertaining game, very even game. And we thought we were headed to overtime, but Oshawa had different ideas, and a big blast from outside the blue line sealed the victory. And there's a shot! And the first goal of the game. That's number 55, Jeff White. Takes advantage of the power play. And if those shots can get through, there's so much traffic in front of the net for the goaltender to see. He just tries to block an area as big as he can and hope it hits him. And that time it didn't. And White, with the power play goal, gives the Leafs an early 1-0 lead. And here they come again on the attack. Oh, they pass it back, but it goes over the center line, so they have to regroup. Swatch keeps it in.
Halton Leafs first goal scored by number 55.
Soho down deep. There's a shot blocked. Soho again.
And number 5, Brunswick.
Roy.
Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 20 seconds.
Ricky has a distinctive gray helmet. It's a nice little flip pass to Strain. Strain gets it taken away, and here comes the Flyers. Good defensive play by White, getting it off in the corner. Malhotra. Be sure to follow TV1 Atlantic on social media. You can join the conversation at TV1_Atlantic on Twitter and Instagram, and TV1 Atlantic on Facebook. Vibe TV1, powered by Bell Alliance. Keith Rains here, and I'm glad to be bringing you this quarterfinal championship match, Masters Division, between the Barrie Flyers and the Halton Leafs. One Ontario team is already into the semis. That's the Oshawa Bruins, who will be the second. Waiting for them is the Newfoundland Colonial Masters. And the other team is the Alberta Havoc. Alberta and Newfoundland came first in their pools, so they get a bye and a rest into the semis. And as you know, these are Masters guys, they enjoy that extra rest. It can never hurt. Give the bones, the muscles, one less game you have to the wear and tear, running up and down on this cement floor. And I imagine it can be a little demanding on the joints. There's a really nice move at the line by Erguero. White. There's a little flip into the net. J.C. Tremblay, and look at, there's a loose ball. Yeah, that reminds me of number 3 for the Montreal Canadiens. J.C. Tremblay used to be famous for that. Coming, just getting over center ice and just gives a little flip into the goaltender, and that puck be hopping and bopping, and he scored a few goals that way. But what they try to do here a lot of times is just get rebounds where the goalie can't cover it up, and it's either hitting the goalie or deflecting off a player or something, and you see that ball get in front of the goaltender. Chaos ensues there, and it's ever who's first on. So that was a very veteran play by Mr. White there to try to cause a little havoc in front. And here comes the Flyers. Henderson down on that right side, spins around, looking for someone to pass it to, someone to get open. And he found it, back to the point. There's a shot that just goes wide. And Phil Goodson covers it up. And another thing you got to watch for too is when you see these shots coming in from outside, if they don't have a lane to the net or an alley that they can see, what a lot of the fellas do will blast it just off the net and hitting the backboards. And the boards are very lively here, and the ball gets out quickly sometimes back out in front. And yesterday's game actually was between these two teams. The first goal of the game was by the Leafs. It wasn't like a minute and a half, 2 minutes in, and a quick went off the backboards, and it hit the goaltender's pad, and it just got over the line. And of course the goaltender complained for a moment, but the referee had excellent position, and he goes, no, it did make it over it before he grabbed it back. And that is just you know what can happen. But On the other side of it, if it had made it back out, there was players standing out in front, ready to whack it in. And the goaltender is committing to the shot, so sometimes he's not in position for the rebound to come back out for a potential second shot. So there's a few things to look for as the game progresses. I'd like to thank some of our tournament sponsors, Boston Pizza, for sponsoring all Player of the Game Awards, Canada Best Value Inn, Pub Down Under, Tim Somerville Real Estate, RMT Donnelly Massage, Enviro Systems, CrossFit Quispam Sis, our gold sponsors, Greenwater Diving, Penfield Hydraulics, Charlotte County Diving, Intel's Williams Turnkey Homes Limited, Pub on Main, Charlotte County GM, St. John Hyundai, Grand Bay Home Hardware, thank you Johnny Jarvis, and Moosehead Breweries, Canada's oldest independent brewer. And they're located right here in St. John, New Brunswick, and they're celebrating also their 150th anniversary. So same age as our country. That's Moosehead Breweries, located in St. John, New Brunswick. Here we have a 1-0 game going on between the Battle of Ontario. Halton Leafs taking on the Barrie Flyers. Flyers are in the white. And there's a blast that just goes wide. Kept in by Chapman. Ergo keeps it in. Flyers are just flipping it out to alleviate the pressure. And no flooring there, as the referee indicated that Mr. White wasn't making a full effort to get back in time, so he waved it off. White again. He scored the first goal, power play goal for the Leafs. Flyers are having a tough time with that first pass, getting out of their zone and getting a rush, but here comes one now on a turnover. There's a nice block shot, and it gets through this time, but Goodson covers it up. Visit bellline.ca/TV1 for live stream schedule and on-demand content. TV1 is also available to Vibe customers in Atlantic Canada on Channel 1 and 401. There's a quick shot from the face-off circle. But Goodson again, Johnny on the spot there. And more importantly, he does not allow a rebound. Covers that rebound up. Leduc. Henderson goes at it. Leduc keeps it in, spins around. Shoot it back into Henderson. Leduc going to the middle. Henderson shoots it off behind the net. Leduc coming in after it. He gets it. Good play on his part. Oh, this is a Flyers' first sustained pressure here in the Leaf zone. our next action here today will be at, let me just scroll down here, I don't want to lead you astray. Will be women's semifinal action. And Edmonton Fusion will be taking on the Ottawa Capitals in senior women's play, and that will be at 1:30. And then at 3 p.m., we have Team New Brunswick taking on the New Tech Extreme from Ontario. So that will be at 3 o'clock in women's play. Semi-final action. Oh, a beautiful feed from behind. And Jeff Doublestein made no mistake, but what a nice play by Chris Chapman, I believe. Made that pass from behind the net, and Doublestein made no mistake. At 9:30 of the first period, beautiful one-timer, but an excellent pass.
Halton Leafs second goal scored by number 18, Jeff Doublestein. Assist to number 43, Travis Dillon. And number 13, Chris Chapman.
Chapman with a really nice pass from behind the net. And Doublestein made himself available in front. Right on the stick, right in the net before the goalie could move. So that's 2-0 now for the Leafs. And that's just after really the Flyers had their really first sustained amount of time in the Leafs end. We've got a tripping, I don't know if he's called a tripping or slashing there. Find out here in a second, but it's definitely a Flyer penalty, which they don't need at this juncture of the game. And that's a 2-minute penalty. He's not happy. And there's a Flyer player down at the same time. And that's number Sean Kelly. He's not feeling the greatest right about now. I don't know if he got a ball or a stick in the midsection. There's White again, back on the power play again. He points it. There he is, looking around, give the Shindo. Chris Chapman back to White.
Number 36, Alex Gazzetti, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 23 seconds. Barrie Gazzetti for tripping at 10 minutes, 23 seconds.
Gazzetti with the 2 minute for tripping. Oh, Shindo tried to feather that one into Rocher, but he didn't get it over the Flyers defenseman's stick. Here's White coming in again. Nice ball movement by the... Whoa, there's Doppelstein again. Just set up, nice ball movement by the Leafs there. But Medeiros made the save. Here comes Crucian. Oh, loose ball. Still loose. And it's finally held. Guys are just seeing where they're going to go for lunch afterwards. They can't seem to make a decision on that, so the Leaf player said, "You make the decision where you want to go." I think that's what they were talking about, wasn't it, Matt? Yeah. They seem to be very emphatic where they want to go, or don't want to go, maybe. If you have a chance, watch Inside the AOS for a look at what makes Atlantic University sports the ultimate student-athlete experience. Inside the AOS is available to Vive customers in Atlantic Canada on Channel 1 and 401, and at BellAlliance.ca/TV1. Live TV1, powered by Bell Alliance. Keith Rains here. We have 7:44 left to go in the first, and the penalty is almost over. It is over for the Flyers. And they were able to ward off the pressure of the Halton Leafs on their power play to keep it a 2-0 game. Shots on goal at this juncture is 11-4 for the Leafs. And there's a problem that really the Flyers have had today so far, is that first pass getting out of their zone with any speed. There it is there, and then there's that second pass this time. Okay, they did chop it out, which is good. Get it down in the Leaf zone, but then the Leafs quickly get it out. Now they're just going for a lob and try to flip it on net there, but Medeiros, very smart, lets it go by, and now there's a face-off down in the Leafs end, which is advantageous for the Flyers. See if they can win a face-off and generate an offensive scoring opportunity here. As the next goal looms large. You don't want to be down 3-0 to this very powerful Leaf squad. And if they can cut their lead in half before the end of the period, then they're just one shot away from tying it up when they get into the second. But away comes the Leafs. They win the battle of the boards. Doppelstein coming in. A little pass to the other side, gets back to the point. Roy, Ricky Roy, he's pinned against the board, but Doppelstein gets it. And the net slightly off its location. So the referee blows the play down. Obviously makes it a little tougher compared to ice hockey, where the net is supported a little bit better than here in ball hockey, where it's just sitting on the cement, and you get the goaltender, if he gets a little off balance or gets leaning on the post, as they do, they like to hug it, and if he gets a little off balance, it pushes it off the line there. And the officials are always very cognizant of making sure that is where it's supposed to be. Here come the Flyers, but the Flyers are just getting out to center, and then the Leafs are getting it right back in, looking for a turnover. Here comes a nice little play, nice pass out, and there, the good back checking there by Balaban. And he gets a shot on net, loose puck, loose ball. It's cleared out. Soho puts it back in. Swatch with it. He throws it deep in the corner. Balaban with it. And it hits the official. But the Leafs remain control of it. Looking around in the slot area. Rocher with it. He loses it quickly. And off comes the Flyers. Blocked by Rocher. Morrison. Nice stick handling. He just flips it into the front of the net. That's Shindo. Back to Morrison, to Shindo. Trying to get it in front. Rocher's parked in front of the net. Here comes Morrison. Nice move. Shindo going after it in the corner. It's a solid player. Rocher has it now. He's got his head up. Oh, a nice defensive play there by Henderson. And Henderson gets it now and just flips it along the boards. Bench with it. Ooh, that just missed connecting. And the Leafs are going for a full-scale line change, as are the Flyers. Chopped in, Savano. Nice, a good rush there. Eric Rosano with the goal. Good speed on the outside.
Second timeout, Barrie.
Barrie having a little time left. There it goes. That's a big goal.
Halton Leafs third goal scored by number 6, Eric Carrazzo. Assistant number 10, Bobby Strain. And number 17,
Bone, I think.
Eric Belline. Time of the goal, 16 minutes, 34 seconds.
So we have a 3-0 game. 3:18 to go in the first. Obviously, the Flyers would dearly love to get one here in the first, just to pick up a little momentum heading into that second period. So they want to finish this period off strong. Probably was one of the little chats when they had their timeout. So listen, let's not worry about that now. Let's score one of our own here. Let's have a strong last part of this period, so get us ready for the second. Goodson holds on for a face-up. A little over 2 minutes left to go here in the first. Scoring summary, 2:20 of the first. Jeff White started it all off with a power play goal. And then a beautiful setup for Doppelstein in front at 9:30. And then a beautiful run down on the right-hand side, and Eric Riazzo made it the 3-0 score that we have currently. Shots on goal, 15-5, Leafs favor. Final minute of the first period coming up. Out comes the Flyers. Just couldn't make that second pass. Balaban gives it up. There's a shot that goes wide. Here comes the Flyers, 2-on-1. Nice shot. And Goodson does not allow a rebound. Smothers it with 34.7 seconds left, as the Flyers are trying to press here to get a goal before the end of the period. Oh, there's a dangerous play. Five seconds left. Kunch. And that is going to do it for the first period. Shots on goal, 15-7, favoring the Leafs. And they're up 3-0. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back for second period action here at the 2017 Canadian National Ball Hockey Championships from St. John, New Brunswick. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for second period action. I hope the weather is nice wherever you're at. It's another gorgeous day here in St. John. Actually, we only had one sort of inclement day here for the Nationals. It was on Tuesday. We had some showers, but by supper time it cleared off. And the moon was full, and it's been nice ever since. I think it's going up to 24 again today in the port city. So there's a shot. Oh, great scoring opportunity there for the Flyers. Oh, a nice save by Goodson. Phil flashing the leather. And the Flyers have come out strong here, started off this second period. Shots on goal in the first period, 15-7 for the Leafs. They started off with a power play goal at 2:20, and second goal was Dalbestein at 9:30, and then 16:34, Eric Erazo with a nice run down on the right side there to make it a 3-0 game, but the Flyers have come out with purpose here in the second. Oh, it's Brochet with a nice stick. Gets it out of harm's way. In earlier quarterfinal action, we had the Oshawa Bruins defeating the New Brunswick Masters 2-1. And the final goal coming at 19:44 that game. A blast from just outside the blue line that a screen goaltender Foran didn't see, and it caught the far side. And that was a hard pill to swallow for the New Brunswick boys, as they thought they were headed to overtime. But a turnover quickly became a pass that became a big shot from the outside, and a victory for the Oshawa. So they'll be playing later on this afternoon in the semifinal in the Masters division, as well as the winner of this game will play later on. I believe they'll be playing at 6 p.m. tonight. It's a nice pass around. So that is one of the disadvantages of coming second or third. Every team made the playoffs in the Masters. It was two pools of three. They played 3 games, and the top place team in each pool got a bye to today's semi, where the teams second and third place had to play off this morning to determine who would be playing in the semifinals later on. So that's the big carrot to coming first. Is it gives you a chance to rest, sleep in a little bit, have a nice lunch, and get ready to play later on today. But I know any of these guys, I know if you talk to the New Brunswick guys, they didn't mind playing this morning if they knew they could be playing another game later on. But it was not to be. We'll have women's semifinal action going on this afternoon too from Harbor Station. In the women's play, it would be at 1:30, and then the other semifinal will take place at 3, and then we'll be back with men's Masters semifinal, and then this evening we'll have senior men's semifinal. And there's a penalty and a nice draw. That was Malhotra trying to go in on the Leafs guy, but he was thwarted, but he drew a penalty. So the Flyers will go to the power play. that will be Swatch going to the penalty box for the Leafs. Not only do we have teams from all across the country here this week, but we also have officials. And just giving you Darsh Greenwald, who's the referee in chief. He's from New Westminster, BC. So we have officials from BC, Alberta, Ontario, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Newfoundland, 2 from New Brunswick. So there's quite a cross-section of officials here too, as well as teams, and that's great to see.
3 minutes, 7 seconds.
So let's see what the Flyers can muster on this power play. There's a nice block by the Leafs defenseman. .54 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Blocked. That was blocked by a Flyer player as he was trying for the deflection. Rocher again with a good stick. Blocking that passing lane, but the Flyers get it back. 30 seconds left to go. Blocked again. That was Balaban with a block that time for the Leafs. And the ball's bouncing. Rocher trying to get it out, and he does. Balaban is wasting time. And he just shoots it in deep and goes back to play some more defense. And the penalty is over. Kaminsky shoots it in. Oh, there's a shot, goes high in the air. Goodson gets a piece of it. There's another save. Palmero with a shot there. Kaminsky keeps it in. Flyers adding some pressure here after that penalty. Oh, there's a nice move off the boards, and it's 2-on-1 the other way. And just a pass goes behind. But the Leafs keep it in. Jajaris. There's a nice pass out. That's what the Flyers need more of. Nice set play like that. Really nice pass out to get the ball down in the Leafs end. And away comes the Leafs one more time. 3-on-2. Good back checking there. .12:40 here to go. And we have a slashing call against the Flyers. Visit BellOnline.com/TV1 for live stream schedule and on-demand content. TV1 is also available to Vibe customers in Atlantic Canada on Channel 1 and 401. And be sure to follow TV1 Atlantic on social media. You can join the conversation at TV1_Atlantic on Twitter and Instagram, and TV1 Atlantic on Facebook. Vibe TV1, powered by Bell Alliance. We're into the second period here, quarterfinals. Halton Leafs taking on the Barrie Flyers. Leafs are up 3-0. And Barrie's got to kill a penalty here now. And this could salt this game away if the Leafs can score one more.
4 minutes for slashing.
And it's a 4-minute slashing call. That really hurts.
Barrie Wilson for slashing at 7 minutes 20 seconds.
There's a nice pass to Shindo. Three minutes left to go in the power play. Here comes Morrison. He drops it off. That was Chapman with the blast. But the Flyers clear it down. Goodson pops it right back up. Waits till his men get on side. Morrison looking around, gets it back to the point. Looking for a lane to get that ball into. Back to Morrison. Oh, that was a nice setup, just deflected wide. Two minutes left to go in the man advantage. Flyers doing a good job of defending. And there's a good clearing out. Malhotra doing good work there, taking time off the clock. He's got to be tired. Yeah, he's coming off. There's a shot, good save by Banderos. And they clear it down with under a minute to go in the power play. But the problem is it took 4 minutes, wasting time that the Flyers need to be getting goals here. But they got to defend for another 47 seconds. There's a pass out in front and a nice save. 36 seconds to go. White at the head here. He scored a power play goal earlier from that exact spot. And it's cleared down. 20 seconds to go. Time for one more rush. Whoa, there's a blast that just went over the net. Oh, Bobby Strain did not get cheated a net shot. He got everything into it, but it was just a little high. And the penalty is over. But there's only 8:31 left to go now here in the second. Flyers need some offense. Morrison waiting till his teammates get on. Soho off with it. Gets it down. Roche going into forecheck. But out comes the Flyers. Generating some speed here. Oh. Just a little offside there. Derek Wilson is not happy with that. Goodson comes right out to snag that ball. 18 shots to 14 now, favor the Leafs. Teams that came first in the each division was the Newfoundland Colonial Masters and the Alberta Havoc. So they're sitting back, relaxing, getting ready for their semifinal games later on this afternoon. This evening, we will be having the senior championship semis going underway. And this afternoon, starting at 1:30, we will have the women's semifinals at 1:30 and 3. There's an offside on the Leafs. A little too fast on the right side. Again, we'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors who have made this event, helped make this event a success. Boston Pizza, do the player of the games, and a big thank you out to the gang at Boston Pizza. Pub Down Under, Tim Somerville Real Estate, RMT Dolly Massage, Enviro Systems, and CrossFit of Chris Sis. Thank you, one and all. Oh, there's a lovely feed in front. All kinds of room. And Medeiros. And Ricky Roy cannot believe the amount of time and space that he had there. He probably figured I had too much time. He had too much time to think. What am I going to do? So he tried to make a nice move, but Danny Medeiros, the goalie for the Flyers, came out big there. And all Rick could do was shake his head. How did I not score there? Anyway. There's a nice breakout pattern. Flyers shoot it wide. They got to get on it fast. And the Leafs do get it out, and that's all they have to do now. They don't need to score anymore. They just need to defend. And that's going to be an interference penalty, I believe, or a trip, whatever you like to call it. And it's a tripping. So the Flyers get rewarded for their hustle, and they're going to go to the power play.
Thirty-second timeout, Barrie.
Flyers on a power play here. 1:22 left to go in the power. See what they can muster here. You can't score 3 until you score the first one. And that is cleared out. And there'll be a face-off deep in the Leaf end again. 1:07 left to go in the power play. .28 to go in the game. 1:06 on the power play for the Flyers. Whoa, Goodson quickly covers up in the crease. There's Leduc. Oh, that's a shot, just goes wide. Caruso with the shot. Going back is Rob Leduc. 44 seconds to go in the man advantage. Duke gets it across the line. Wilson tries to get it in. There's a shot. Just goes wide and down the floor it goes. 30 seconds left. Caruso one more time, 17 seconds to go. Got an interference call here. Number 94. There's a Leaf player taking off down the ice, down the floor, and he tackled him at center. But the pass never got through, and so he's off for 2 minutes. 3:23 left to go in the game. Okay, Leafs are on the power play now.
2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty.
Beach gets a 2-minute for roughing call. Here comes Morrison. There's Chris Chapman. Can't get the pass through. Henderson snaps it along the boards. Henderson again with it for the Flyers. Roche pins him out. Ball goes in behind the net. Calero, he gets it up to Flyers forward here. And they can't just be killing penalty, they got to look to score. That's Leduc, gets it off in the corner. .41 seconds to go in the man advantage. 2 minutes to go in the game. And the Flyers have hauled their goaltender. No sense holding back now. Visit bellalliant.ch/TV1 for the live stream schedule and on-demand content. TV1 is also available to Vibe customers in Atlantic Canada on Channel 1 and 401. Vibe TV 1 powered by Bell Alliance. And here comes the Flyers hustling in. Oh, nice defensive play there by Coletta. He gets across the open wing. It's 5-on-5. And sure, in about 5 seconds, Flyers will have the extra man. Now they do, because they've hauled their goaltender. They're down 3-0. They need goals here. Here's a nice poke check by the Leafs. Dobbelstein with the poke check to get it down deep. 1:05 left to go here in the third.
Last minute to play in the second period, final minute.
Henderson along the boards. Henderson has it back, loses it, and it's just going to be taken out, carried out. Gets it across center so he can dump it in. Nice play by Bobby Strain. Strain, Jeff White. Well, we got I think there's going to be a slashing call there. Yep. And that's going to go against the Leafs. Razzo with the slash. We have 17 seconds left to go in the contest. 3-0 Leafs. They will go on to play later on today. And depending on the seeding, they'll either be playing Newfoundland Colonial Masters or the Alberta Havoc.
Halton Leafs penalty number 6.
Oshawa Bruins have already punched their ticket to the semis.
Time of the penalty, 19 minutes, 43 seconds.
And that's it.
For slashing at 19:43.
Final score, 3-0 Leafs over the Barrie Flyers. Shots on goal, 19-16 in favor of the Leafs. And we'll have Player of the Game awards being presented. So we'd like to thank you for listening in to our broadcast. And we're going to have a break here at noon as the women seniors will take their semifinal actions at 1:30 and 3 o'clock today. And then that will be followed by the Masters semifinals at 4:30 and 6. And then this evening, we'll have the senior men going at it at 7:30 and 9 for their championship semis. So thank you for tuning in to Vibe TV1. This is Keith Rain signing off from Harbor Station in St. John, New Brunswick at the 2017 Canadian National Ball Hockey Championships.
Player of the Game for Barrie, number 29, Dan Medeiros. And for Halton Leafs, number 5, Rajwinder Sando.